Where's your missus?
Shagging, isn't she?
Is she? Fair play to her. What are you
Red
drinking?
wine
What are
tastes
you
like
drinking?
shit. It does taste like shit. She says, "Yeah, but you don't like red wine." I go, "I like red wine, but not your cheapy ass, fucking shitty, vinegary tasting red wine."
I've never. I guess I've never had good red wine then, because I don't like red wine either. But then I've never spent money on it.
Yeah, it's got to be a good red wine. You got to have good wine.
I went.
The thing is, I don't drink it lots, but you can get cheap good ones, but you have to try them before. And I swear, like, you buy the same bottled wine and you think, oh, that tasted really nice. But I suppose after half a bottle, you can't really taste it anyway because you're fucked. Isn't it?
True.
Like, if you go wine tasting, right, you're like, yeah, try this wine. You fucking have a sip. You go to, oh, I'll try that one. Literally, hour goes by, you try the most expensive one. It tastes like the first one because you're fucking fucked.
How many times have you been wine testing?
Never been in my life.
Okay, so that makes sense then, because you realise they don't actually drink the wine at wine testing. You understand that, right?
Yeah, you. Well, some people do, I hear, but what they do is they swirl it in the mouth, don't they, and then they spit it out. Am I correct?
What do you mean you hear? What from the wine tasting circles that you so adequately?
I've got friends that have been, and they're like, "Yeah, we're fucking half cut."
Can you
like,
name seriously? Can you name 2 friends that have been wine testing?
People in the army, yeah.
Well, then, I didn't ask where they worked. I'm asking for 2 names of people that have officially been wine testing.
Well, recently.
Right, brilliant. No. See, so you know no one. You're talking bollocks.
No, I know. Honestly,
oh yeah, no, of course.
No, I do. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm asking you a simple question.
Well, if you.
Why are you sweating? Why are you so stressed already?
Phil. There you go. Especially right. Phil. Phil's a posh prick.
Yeah, sounds like it. Name like fucking Phil.
Philip.
Hey, Philip. I went to an osteopath today. Just waiting. I can hear the cogs turning.
Yeah.
What is that, pricey?
I'm trying to think of the top of my head. Is that something to do with like your fucking bones? Maybe I don't know.
Ooh.
Am I right in saying that?
Partly.
Something to do with your body.
Well, obviously.
Like your joints and shit.
He's not like a professional Lego maker. Yeah, he he's like
chiropractor.
He's like a chiropractor, but more advanced. So they don't just chiropractor. Okay. They just focus on your spine. That's what they specialize in. So they just look at your back. Whereas the osteopath, he does the whole body, like the whole skeleton.
Yeah.
And oh my god, I feel like I was fucked by an elephant, and it was amazing. It was the best thing I've ever done, and I cannot go again. I cannot wait to go again.
Couldn't imagine getting fucked by an elephant being amazing, but yes,
it was amazing.
Unless you're Riley Reid.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but okay.
Well, you know, Pornhub. Check it out.
Mate,
batch.
I don't know who that is. I don't know the names of the people that I spaff to.
I bet if you typed in her name, you'd be like, I recognise her. I recognise her.
Let me Google her.
No,
Riley Reid.
Don't Google her.
Riley Reid.
You'd be like, oh yeah.
Images. This could be dangerous.
I recognise her.
Nope, no idea.
Oh, really? Oh,
genuinely no idea. I'm not going to show the search on the podcast, though, because there are some questionable
pictures
images there that probably shouldn't be shown. But no, I don't know who that is. But no, it was amazing. He so I've worked in like mechanics, engineering for most of my adult life, and over years, like I used to carry tractor weights that weigh like 60 kilos. In one in each arm, and have to carry them across like the yard to put them on the front of the tractor, so on and so forth. And over years, obviously, that compounds your spine and causes all sorts of weird and wonderful issues. So when I've never been corrected, they call it. I call it clicked, but I've never been corrected.
Enlined.
So I went there, and he was like, "Right, can you take your top off?" And then he was like, "Fucking hell, that's massive." I was like, "Yeah, I know." Anyway,
your nipples.
Yeah, my
nipples.
My nipples. But no, you get undressed, and then they like, he was like, "Oh yeah, your spine's in line here, and this, that, and the other. Oh, can you lay on the bed?" I was like, "Yes, I can." And he done the full works, and when he put his hand between the bed and my spine, made me cross my arms, and then he said, "Breathe out for me." I was like, "Yeah, it's just nice and relaxed." and then he jumped on me, literally, and my back just went crunch all the way through my spine, and literally very nearly came in my pants. It was the most amazing release and feeling ever. I was like,
wow,
that was lush. And then he done my neck. My neck fucking hurt. Like I've never known a pain like it. It felt like he was tearing. You know how you like tear a piece of paper? It was like he was tearing the skin. It was like he'd pinched my skin and was just ripping it, and it was burning and it was hot. And I said to him, mate, that really hurts. And he's like, oh, I'll stop then. I said, no. You carry the fuck on, because you obviously need to do it. I'm just letting you know, because you told me to tell you if it hurts. That bloody hurts. Just putting that out there. He was like, okay, cool. Carried on, and yeah, it was really sore. But now I can actually move my head and my back and everything, and I'm going back in like 6 weeks. And Lucy's going next week.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
My sister's just yeah, cheers to that. Yeah, my sister's just gone to a chiropractor, and she said it was the best thing ever.
She's dead.
No, not that. Not my dead sister. You fucking silly cunt. She's probably sucking dick in heaven somewhere. Come here, God.
Not bad.
But,
so the alive sister.
My alive sister.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah, it does, because she's alive, and she went to have it done the other day. But she had it. I think they do the old neck click, like the ones that looks like they're gonna kill you.
I didn't know my head. I didn't know my head could turn that far. I shit myself.
Like a barn owl.
But he done it differently. Yeah, like a fucking barn owl. He done it. I was laid face down, and you've got that hole in the table, haven't you? It's like you're looking for a arsehole.
Yeah, I've got one right here.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. Well, Kitta's doing the old Botox and shit. Look, the holes.
Oh yeah. It was one of them basically. I was on one of them, and he made me put my chin into my chest, laid face down, and rest my forehead on the top of the hole, and then relax my neck to one way, and then he basically like karate chopped the fuck out of me. My head,
oh my God.
My head spun, and it just went crunch all through my skull, and I was like, oh, have you just killed me? Or am I, yeah, it was like, I don't want you to unlive me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, I'm kind of fond of this living thing. But it was amazing. It was genuinely amazing. And before he done that bit, I was like, oh, I'm a little bit nervous about my neck. He was like, oh, I don't have to do that if you don't want to. I was like, no, you're going to do it. Just because I'm a little scared or apprehensive, I want you to do it.
Bit like Stephen Hawking there.
I was about to say, you look like Stephen Hawking there.
What?
Insert
That's what
robot
you were like
voice.
when you did it. Have you just turned me into Stephen Hawking?
Fucking hell. Someone sent me a joke the other day, and it was like a video of two blokes talking like we are now, and he was like, oh, do you know what Stephen Hawking's final last words were? I was like, and the guy was like, no. And then he played the dum 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 dum, the window shutting down music. Nasty bastards. Nasty bastards. But yeah, I highly recommend going to see an osteopath. Like, I don't know if you've ever done that before or...
No, I haven't. And I know my back and neck's fucked. Well, my ankle's fucked. My knee's fucked. My hip's is slowly getting there from all the fucking army training that I've done back in the past. And it's now, I'm reaching 30 now, and I'm starting to feel the old niggles here and there. And when you're young, you just feel like you don't get them, do you? And
no,
you really don't look after yourself when you're younger. You feel like
you're invincible.
You are. You genuinely think that, and that's what I thought. So now I'm paying the price, and I can really feel it. Like,
do you know what's funny though? I've never really felt overly bad because it happened so slowly. You don't really realise how much you've degraded. So the issue I have is when I'm like going up large flights of stairs, my right knee will sometimes give out, and it's very painful, and that's due to skiing and bowling. But also my back is always I do that a lot, and because I sit at the computer, my neck sometimes hurt. But since going, like, literally, it was only today, but I feel so much better sitting in my seat. My posture feels better.
That's good.
My muscles feel more relaxed.
You probably gained about an inch in height as well.
Probably, but he hasn't made my dick longer. I wish.
Unfortunately,
sadly not. That hasn't happened. But no, yeah, you should definitely go. One thing I wanted to ask you: how's your old man doing?
To be fair, I haven't spoke to him. Last time I spoke to him about 3 days ago, and he was all right.
Well, that's good then.
He's still, yeah. So he's okay. He's doing things by himself. He's just so he's maintaining the weight off, which is the water fluid. So the tablets are working in regards to that. However, his fitness is fucking horrific.
Did you just say water fluid? I love that.
Yeah, his fluids of his water, just pissing out, like, because when your heart's not functioning, it can't get rid of the water. So he's got water tablets for it. But he'll walk like about 50 meters and he'll be out of breath. You have to stop.
Now, is that just because he's fat, or because he drinks or eats badly, or it's just because of his heart?
He weighs 87 kilos. He's 5'8", 5'9". He's not fat. He's just a normal short, stocky bloke. Like, he's not obese or nothing. It's his heart's working at 25%. Like, so.
And have they found a cause for it? Do they know why his heart?
No.
It's weird.
No cause. Wow, that comes on to the next thing. Like, he seems to think it was the jabs that's caused it.
What jabs? The COVID ones?
The COVID ones, yeah. He had them because obviously my stepmom, she's got a bad heart, and she's only just started coming around, letting people come around from it. How mad's that? So she locked herself away. Which I think BBC and all the fucking news press were to blame for that, for brainwashing the shit out of her. My dad didn't really want the flu jabs. He's never had a flu jab in his life. And then he had that, and he said 2 days later, his legs started hurting, and he thought, oh, coincidence not. And then
suddenly
over time, his legs just kept slowly getting worse. Like like they start getting tired and stuff like that. And then drastically in the past year, he's just gone straight down.
I don't.
And he was ill from his second jab. He was ill for 4/5 days, and they said it could be a virus that's caused this to your heart. By the way, and he went, "Oh, right, okay, but I've never been ill. He's never ill." And he goes, "But the last time I was ill is when I had my second COVID jab, and I was ill for 5 days, and that was the last time I was ill." He said.
So a lot of it could be coincidence. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that all the different possibilities. A lot of it could be coincidence. It could be the COVID jabs, absolutely. And it also could have nothing to do with them. They're like the three that. Oh. So my personal opinion, people out there have said that they can be dangerous, and that some doctors have said you shouldn't be having the COVID jab, so on and so forth. Personally, I don't believe that. I just think crack on, go and take them. However, there are anomalies out there. Everybody's different. Stop looking at your phone, you cheeky bastard.
I'm not.
Everyone's
marbles.
Everyone. You're so simple.
Mate, genuinely, I've been having these marbles and it's been calming me down.
Oh, that's nice. You can tell me about your balls in a minute. Hang on.
But
everyone's different. So they can do thousands of tests, but they don't actually 100% know if it's going to affect said person because they have slightly different genetics. So it could have been them. I wouldn't solely say, it was definitely the COVID jabs, but yeah, it could have been, I guess.
I think it is, because you know my view on COVID. I think it's a load of shit, in my opinion.
Yeah, I know.
I genuinely do. I hate the fact this whole COVID thing happened.
I don't think anyone enjoyed it.
Want to go on
I don't think anyone thought,
well, no.
Yes, mate, COVID.
But this is the thing, right? Is what I don't get is you don't hear of it now.
No, because Vladimir Putin solved COVID.
It will come back up, though.
Vladimir solved COVID. As soon as he decided to go and fuck up Ukraine, everyone forgot COVID even existed. And now China are talking about taking over Taiwan, and no one can get semiconductors. Again? Yeah, it was in the news the other day. China have turned around and said they're going to fuck up Taiwan. So Taiwan have stopped making semiconductors because they're scared about like building and making shit. So even where I work, which I don't really want to talk about, but where I work have had to slow down production and have laid loads of people off because they're not making as many cars, so on and so forth. It's causing real issues with like tools that we use. They can't get the parts for because they're made in Taiwan, but they're not exporting anything at the moment because of all this. So yeah, there's an awful lot of politics going on. Talking of politics, PM, 40 odd days. Jesus.
Fucking good old fucking hell.
She literally walked in like a tornado, fucked the country, and now she's fucking off.
Oh, mate, I tweeted that the other day. She comes in, she fucks shit up and walks out, and oh my god, what a useless cunt. Like, I hate using that word, but she is genuinely a useless fucking twat. Like, it pissed me off so much. Like, firstly, we don't have a fucking clue who she is. She comes in and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Oh, yeah, let's do this mini budget. It's not going to work, love. Yeah, it is, because I got it all planned in my head. And realised how fucking stupid she is. And then thought, oh shit, I can't handle the pressure anymore. I'm going to fuck off. Fuck off.
Apparently, I didn't know this, but all PMs are, once they've been a prime minister, they're then given a grant of, I'm making this number up, but it's over 100 grand. So say 120, 125 grand a year salary income. Even if they drop out of politics for the rest of their life, they get 120 grand a year, sorry, to live on.
Really?
Yeah.
She deserves shit.
So, no, wait, all ex-PMs get it, all of them. So including her. Now, Tony Blair, he takes all of it. All prime ministers take all of it, apart from Theresa May, who turned it down because she's already wealthy, which I fucking rate. Not a massive fan of politics, but I'm not a massive fan of any of it, to be honest with you, because I'm too dumb. I don't understand the ins and outs, so I don't pretend to. But I rate the fact
you don't have to be smart for politics.
But I love the fact that she turned it down. Now people are in uproar because if she accepts it, so she's got a massive thing about people being on benefits. She doesn't understand why people are on benefits. She's always been wealthy, so she just doesn't understand how the normal general public have to live, like single mothers, and she doesn't understand. She's like, "Well, just go and work." Right? She's got that attitude. So people are saying, well, if you turn around and you accept this 120 grand a year from the government, you're essentially on benefits because you're not working, but you're accepting money from the government. So if she accepts it, there's going to be fucking hell break loose. She should do the clever thing and make sure she turns that shit down because she was PM for 44 days, I want to say.
Yeah.
How mad is that, though? The Queen's like, yeah, you can be PM, and then 44 days she's speaking to the King because she killed the Queen, and the King's like, yeah, yeah, okay. So if the King dies in a couple of days, she's definitely going to prison. That video came out of her saying, "Abolish the monarchy."
Oh, really?
Did you not see it?
No.
Wait.
Send
Let me
that shit, man.
I'll find it now. It's on fucking YouTube. I'm sure I can find it.
She never said that.
What's her name again? What's her name?
Liz Truss.
That's it. See, no one
Liz,
even
do
knows
not
she
trust.
is. Liz Truss.
Do not trust. Liz, do not trust.
Abolish the monarchy video.
No way. I can't fucking... Are you going to show... Are you going to put this up on the...
Oh, I can't show you. Hang on. Let me send you... Hang on, let me...
Just send it to me on Discord.
Wait. Wait, you sausage.
Richmond. Fucking Richmond.
I've sent it you there.
Look at her face.
Wait, we're watching it. Wait.
Fuck you.
Listen.
University Liberal Democrats, and would Norman Baker stand by, please, Elizabeth?
Everybody in Britain should have the chance to be a somebody. But only one family can provide the head of state. We Liberal Democrats believe in opportunity for all. We believe in fairness and common sense. We believe in referenda on major constitutional issues. We do not believe that people should be born to rule, or that they should put up and shut up about decisions that affect their everyday lives. Do you, conference, believe that? Do you? I was being interviewed by Newsnight earlier this afternoon. And we were filmed asking members of the public what they thought about the monarchy. We came across a group of 3 people. I'd say they were around 50, 60, looked fairly middle class, rather smart, in fact, rather reactionary, to be perfectly frank. We asked them their opinion of the monarchy. Do you know what they said? They said, abolish them. We've had enough.
I'll stop it there at 1 minute 24. Have you finished watching it, or are you still watching it?
I'm still watching it now. She's fucking... Like, how long was that? It says 3 months ago, right? But she was definitely younger then. That was probably... She probably didn't even have a fucking clue.
I love how stupid you are. It was recorded years ago. It says 3 months.
It does.
That was when it was uploaded, you moron.
Yeah,
you think she's gone from like 16 years old, or however old she's there, to the age she is now in 3 months? You're so funny.
Prime Minister job can do that to you, I suppose.
You're so funny. Yeah, she's videos of abolish the monarchy.
She's made history, though, as being the worst Prime Minister ever known. Yeah, the shortest Prime Minister.
Yeah.
Fucking ever served. Fucking horrendous.
Like, so she's gone down in history. So Hitler went down in history for obvious reasons. Vladimir
Yeah.
will now go down in history for obvious reasons.
For obvious reasons.
You know, Churchill go down in history. You know, we got some big names
obvious fucking
for
reasons.
obvious reasons. She's going to go down as the biggest letdown. That's what she's going to go down as, isn't it? How could you imagine?
How you get brought up? This is who you should not be.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Everyone in life wants to leave a legacy behind. They want their name to be remembered for whatever reason, and some people will go to drastic measures to make sure their name gets into the history books. Some horrific and some fantastic. She's going to go down in the history books as being a massive fucking wet wipe.
Yeah, 100%.
The biggest fucking loser in politics. Yeah. How she can show her face in the House of Commons now, or in any political party, if she doesn't completely leave politics and then go and work in Tesco, I don't know. Like she's.
I don't even think Tesco would fucking employ her. I wouldn't. I'd be like, no, fuck off.
You can fuck off, love. 100%. So
I wouldn't let you
funny.
deliver my newspaper.
Talking of like history though, like Hitler and not specifically him, but I was having a really weird thought earlier not earlier, but the other day when I was at work. You know how we have historians today and they know everything about history, or they know an awful lot about history, normally a specific subject or whatever. And it's because they've been to a library and they've studied books and they've studied history and they've really like got into it, right? Yeah. And we have archaeologists that will dig things up to find out where certain things were, and old pottery, and they find spearheads or dinosaurs or whatever.
Yeah.
All of that is going to disappear at some point because of what we're doing right now. Like we said in the first episode, we're doing this so that our kids, when we've passed or whatever, there'll be a forever video of their family, their fathers, you know, which I don't have. I don't have loads of video of my dad, and my kids will have this, and they can go, "Oh yeah, Dad really was a prick." That sort of thing. That we're making,
not wrong.
But history will the way history is studied will be so different because there is so much video now of what we're doing. So the whole COVID thing, in 50 years' time, kids won't be reading it out of textbooks. They'll be watching videos as it was recorded.
As COVID.
So now there's a lot of speculation over history. So some people will say this happened, and some people say, oh no, that's actually wrong. The Russians did this and America did this. And there's lots of, if you read this book, it will explain. But now that they won't need the books. They can just watch videos of what actually happened. And that, like, the internet has made a forever time capsule.
Can't say forever, because one day there will be no planet Earth. One day there will be. I know that's millions, maybe billions years time, but literally one day. Yeah, we know that the sun's gonna fuck off.
It's just
everything's gonna turn dark and cold, and no one is gonna be alive. We'll probably be on a different planet by then.
Yeah, no, I get that. You fucking.
I mean,
but for as long as humans are alive. History will be completely different. It'll all be mostly in video form, which I find mad.
Oh, yeah. Well, it is an interesting subject. I did take it in school and I failed miserably, but
I did history. I didn't fail it.
I did enjoy it. I just had a real fucking stupid teacher, like just boring, just reading out a book and explaining rather than having some enthusiasm about it. And like, I've really enjoyed. I went to like Berlin and Germany, and to see all the graves. And
I went to Tietval and we done like a tour of, and we went through. Yeah, I did all that.
The battlefield tour and stuff like that.
I did that.
I did all that as well.
It was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah.
I played
like I did that when I was about. How old was I in? Yeah. How old was I? I must have been 14, 15.
I remember there was a girl called Sarah that I really wanted to fuck. And a girl called Claire. I won't say their second names, but yeah, Sarah kind of freaked me out because she could dislocate her hip on purpose, and she used to just pop it out. But what the school did was they made all the girls sleep on the floor above us, and all the boys would be on the bottom floor, and there'd be a teacher sitting on the stairs all night so that we couldn't get to each other's rooms. We just climbed out on the balcony, and then I just grabbed hold of the bars above and just pulled ourselves up. So we just had midnight parties. It was no problem at all, and then climb back down in the middle of the night.
Where are you, little cunt? I'll dislocate your hip for you. Where are you?
But yeah, so yeah, there was Claire and Sarah, and both of them. When I was just like, wow, I want them to be my girlfriend. And then on the way home, I ended up making another girl my girlfriend, who was unbelievably beautiful at the time, and by the time we made it from France, Belgium, France, and then back to the UK, we got off the bus, and I said, "Oh, do you want to meet my mum?" And she said, "No, I'm breaking up with you now. I only wanted to be with you while we were in France." I was like, "All right, cool, crack on, catch you later, see you later, bye." All right. Cheers for that, love.
She had a bit of homesickness and wanted a little like a bigger brother to look after.
Yeah. I was like, okay, cool.
My main memories of visiting all the graves and stuff like that, and I can't remember the exact locations where I went because I was quite young, and was what touched me the most was seeing the gravestones of people the same age as me when I was like 14, 15.
Savage.
And seeing this young English kid the same age as me now getting sent on the front line in the Battle of the Somme and Battle of whatever, and just thinking, fucking hell, like they're warriors back then. Like genuinely, like what would happen now if that come to it? Most of our kids would be like, fuck that, man, I'm cranking 90s on Fortnite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They wouldn't be stepping up because these guys wouldn't be allowed to be sent over. They genuinely lied about their age.
Yeah.
To fight. That's mad, isn't it?
It's insane. I'm just going to send you a picture.
They lied about their age to go fight, and that is just mad respect. Yeah, I visited there. Yeah, I've been there. Where's that? I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, I went there. I've been there.
Val. So
I went to the one in Germany, I think, as well. It's very similar look. It looks like that, but in the middle of town.
Yeah, it's like a tall white pillar.
It's in Germany, I think.
Yeah. So I sat right in the middle there and looked over all these white crosses, and it was at that moment I realised the severity of it. And those white pillars that people can see there, if they're watching the podcast, not just listening to it, all had names on. And and you're talking tiny little written names on this entire building.
Huge fucking sculpture,
millions of names. You're talking millions of names carved into the stone there. And it was at that moment my heart sank, and I must have been about 14, 15, and it was at that moment I realised how lucky we are.
And that's just that one area. That one sort of main battle or area where they died. There's fucking hundreds more elsewhere.
Yeah, it was a beautiful moment to kind of.
Plus all the crosses that you can see as well.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't fit all the crosses on there.
Yeah. There's a good picture of it. I've brought it up on the stream on the podcast. Yeah, there's all the names there carved into the stone. I actually felt myself grow up. As weird as that sounds, I felt myself grow up. From that moment, I saw life in a totally different way and genuinely appreciated how lucky I was that I didn't grow up in the mid-40s.
Yeah. Pure warriors back then, for sure.
Unreal.
And when you see the ages of 50... Mate, what are you... Because I was quite young back then, I used to look at all the names, but then I used to literally... Rather than looking at all the names, I used to just look for anyone with my second name.
Oh, everyone did that. Everyone does that.
Right. You look at the first bit, you're like, oh, wow. Right, where's the P's? Where's the price? Kitta. Should we get the missus on board?
Yeah. How am I talking to her? Can I ask her anything?
Hello.
Hello, how long have you been? I'm quite hungry.
You're hungry now, yeah? Well, come over now then. You need your food. Well, come over now then. Huh?
Can you give me a
You want a piggyback? You don't want to get your slippers wet?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a piggyback here then. Alright, cheers, love. Okay, she's hungry. She wants to be quick, okay. Alright then. See you in a bit, bye. She just burped on the mic.
What is she expecting?
Dirty bitch. I don't know. She just come in. She'll probably just have a chinwag with you, mate. I'll be sat behind because she doesn't want to be left on her own. So I said I wouldn't be. I want to be left alone with him neither.
Bless her.
But yeah, I'll go and grab her now. Elevator music.
I can ask her anything.
Yeah. So what? See what she answers. Just explain to her. I'll ask you whatever. You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, she probably will. Right, I'll be back. It's gonna give her a fucking piggyback, boys.
Well, I'll give her a fucking piggyback. This will be amusing. There's so many things I could ask her. Because me and Pricey talk quite a lot, but I don't know how much of it is private. Like, I don't know what she knows. I don't know if she knows what we talk about half the time. Probably not. It could be amusing. We'll see. He's got to pick her up and carry her because she doesn't want to get her slippers wet. And I think she's pissed as well because they've been drinking wine.
Talk to you like a normal person. She's going to talk to you like a normal person. There you go. Right, I'll plot you in the game
What
seat
is she
right
wearing?
here.
You're gonna sit over me.
I'm going to sit behind you.
No, I don't.
I've something to... No, put them on, because you can't hear him otherwise. Ruin your hair. You're going to bed after this.
Why are you
Say hello,
worried?
then.
Why are you worried about your hair for? You're not going out.
She's really nervous, as you can tell.
You're only chatting to me.
It feels a bit weird.
Why?
Does anyone else like looking at us?
No one's
Oh,
watching.
okay,
It's just literally just us.
It's just
sitting here.
us.
Okay, but that's
This
fine.
is what we do. We
No
just
one's
chat. There's no one
Oh,
here.
hi.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Can you hear me?
I can't hear it.
Can you hear him?
No.
He
He's
can't
gonna
hear
ask
me.
you, but he's just going to have a chinwag with you, have a chat. He wants to meet you.
Mate, this ain't good for my hair.
But you're not going out,
I'm
so
not-
why are you worried about your hair? Or
I'm
are
not
you going
vibing
out?
with this. No, I'm not going out. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my
tidy.
god. Can you hear me still? Yeah, you're the one that took the headphones off.
I need to take my dressing gown off so I look cool.
Oh, okay.
I need to act like I'm not going to bed in a minute.
Are you going to bed in a minute?
Okay.
Have you got lip fillers or are they your natural lips?
I don't know what he said.
He said, have you got your lips done or are those your natural lips?
But I'm talking.
They're natural.
Check you out. People pay good money for that.
No, they're not. They're full of filler.
Oh,
It's
okay. Fair enough. You fucking catfish motherfucker. Did you give him any of your wine? He came in with a glass. Did he steal that from you?
Like a friend, like you.
Have you drank it all already?
Yeah.
He's drank it. I did give him a tiny bit.
Oh, that's nice of you.
A tiny bit. He's drank it.
We were going to go on
My
holiday
lips-
together.
My lips do actually look... What was that?
This is that. Don't worry.
My lips look really big on this camera, Dean.
Do they?
They do.
We were going to go on holiday together.
I know.
And
We
then
need to book
Dean-
it again.
Dean backed out.
Bailed out. He did back out.
It was him, wasn't it? It wasn't you. It was him.
So, it was never me.
Right, he's a knobhead.
Why? Did he blame me?
No, he didn't blame you. He blamed. Look at him. He's so scared about what we're talking about. He was just like, he's got a lot of stuff to pay for, so he was like, he's gonna have to back out of the holiday so he can afford other
Yeah,
things.
that is partly true. That is partly true. We're trying to save for the wedding.
Are you looking forward to the wedding?
Aren't we, Dino?
Are you looking forward to the
Yeah.
wedding?
Yeah, I'm a bit stressed now, though.
Why are you stressed?
Because we went for the tasting thing on Sunday,
Okay.
and I was speaking to all the other brides, and they're all very kind of organised, and I felt like I wasn't. I was like, oh, shit.
You know 50%
I'm
of
not
what they
doing
told
that yet.
you, 50% of what they told you is bollocks. Like, people
Yeah.
will always make themselves seem better or like they're better organised but it's bollocks. I wouldn't worry about that. I'm sure you've got everything planned. The only thing I would say, though, is I haven't had an invite.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Honestly, the invites aren't even being sent out yet, Dean. Dude.
What? Ah,
I need
Get
my
the pen.
invite at some point.
pen.
Yeah,
Go on then. What am I writing?
an invitation.
What to Dan?
Yes.
Is that his real
Yeah,
name?
Dan.
Is that his real name?
Yeah, it's back
Yeah.
Is that his real name? What did you think I was
Come to
called?
DM me his address.
I don't actually know.
So you were going to go on holiday with me and you don't know my name? You were
No, I
prepared?
just knew you as Spacco, which is a really random name.
That's my real surname.
Is it?
Yes.
Dan Spacco?
Yeah. Did you not know?
I bet you got bullied at school for that name.
No, because I'm a fucking unit.
Spacco, is that his real name? Is that his real name, dude?
Backman.
Spackman. It's even worse, I think.
Oh, you fucking bitch.
Spackman.
What's your second name?
Cleworth?
Yeah, and you're called, what's your first name? Nikita.
Yes.
And everyone
Yes.
calls you Nikita Keyworth.
Cleworth.
Ah, still sounds shit.
Spackman.
Look at your face. You're I said still looks shit and she's shocked, but you're sat there going, Spackman, like Batman, but shitter.
Spackman. What is Spacko?
Yeah, that's why my nickname. What's it like living with Dean then? Now you've kicked him out into the shed, which I love, by the way.
Absolutely. There's no rows now, so it's great.
No, there are still rows. I'm sure there's still rows.
Dean,
Yeah.
do we row? We don't really row. We bicker. Like before, when he was streaming, like in the house, we'd have full-on like fights.
I know.
Not
I watched the
like
stream. It was
fights.
brilliant.
We'd have proper full-on rows because he was just so inconsiderate. But yeah,
Go on.
it's true.
Yeah, carry on.
I
It's
am.
fine.
Stop interfering then. Fuck off. But now I can't hear. Are you serious?
I won't bother.
Punch him in the bollocks.
We are.
Yeah, you used to have full-on rows, but I tell you what, right? For you two, in that moment, it was probably incredibly stressful. But for everyone watching, it was highly entertaining. Do you know why,
Honestly,
right?
so stressful. And those times though, if you can appreciate, it'd be 3, 4 in the
Oh,
morning.
yeah, and you had kids in the
he'd
house.
be
He was being a
fucking
knob.
Screaming.
Yeah, he was being a knob.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I'm
And
on
he
your
thinks
side,
he's
Keith. Don't
funny
worry.
for doing it.
I'm on your
And then he's
side.
like-
I'm
Yeah,
on your
fuck off,
side.
you
Don't
prick.
think I'm not on your side. I have kids.
And then he'd scratch his head thinking, why are you so aggy for?
You right,
Mate,
Pete? Have you,
are you joking me?
Pete, I live next door to my missus and my kids because the noise. So I'm fully aware. But you two did have an argument recently that had me in hysterics. I don't know what I don't know what the argument was about. I don't know anything about it other than the fact that you were sat on the sofa behind him while he was playing games in the shed and he'd muted. So all you can see is you in the background doing all this. And he's just like, yeah, you could just see him nodding, still playing the game and still like putting his thumbs up to chat every now and again. But in the background, you're fucking riffing off some shit. And because there's no context, because we don't know what you're screaming at him, it's just very funny. And I think you should do more of it. Even if there's no argument, just come in and make one.
I can't. Dean, what were we rowing about that time that I came in here a couple of weeks ago? And I was rowing with you. What were we rowing about?
I can't remember now.
You have that many rows, you can't. So in 10 years, I think me and Lucy have had 3 rows.
No, honestly, I think that was the first proper row.
Oh, it was over this. It was over this. Remember?
I can't remember what it was over about.
Me pissed up in the morning.
But then I was even more pissed off because he chose to play on a game instead of talking to me. So like, fuck it, I'm going to go in there and
fair play to you.
Yeah.
You've got balls. I mean, not metaphorical balls, but yeah, you've got balls. I love it.
Debatable.
You'll just come in and have a go at him. I think it's great.
Absolutely.
And
I'm the boss.
And is he good around the house? Does he keep it clean, tidy?
No.
Does he help with the family chores, the kids?
No.
Is he rubbish?
Other kids, no, he's good with the kids, but everything else, he's a dirty bastard.
Dirty bastard.
A dirty bastard. Honestly, for someone who's been in the army, are you listening? Right?
True. I know where you're going. Yeah.
People are meant to be clean, pristine, have things in order. Fucking liability, I tell you.
Yeah, you would expect it to be military clean because of his upbringing in the army.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
I'll send you a picture of his wardrobe. It is fucking disgusting.
Please do, because I can put it up on the podcast and then everyone else can see it.
It is disgusting. And then you'll be like, oh, Keith, I'm going to sort out the wardrobe. I'm like, all right. Then I have a pile of washing like this.
We call it a floordrobe.
Because he's disgusting. Because he just takes his clothes off and just chuck them.
Yeah, we call it a floordrobe. It's a floordrobe. The clothes go on the floor. It's a floordrobe. I think I don't do it because I grew up. But yeah, the kids do still do that.
Disgusting.
And he is a child.
It's disgusting. He absolutely is disgusting. It's disgusting. I've still got to clean up his shit from the toilet.
You don't know. See, that's the wrong sentence. You don't have to clean up his shit from the toilet. He should be doing that. Not you.
He's getting well mad.
Let him get mad. I don't give a fuck.
He's well angry.
Good.
He's like, shit, she's gone well deep.
Yeah, fucking bollocks. Don't worry about him. He can get wound up. Is he wound up?
Likes it deep.
Yeah, I knew that
He
was
what?
coming. He said you like
What
it
did you
deep.
say?
He said you like it deep.
Oh, fucking dirty bastard.
He's a dirty bastard.
He
How many
is.
times a
He's
day do you
vile.
hoover? Get-
Why?
Get closer to the mic because you're breaking up your stats in. How many times a day do you hoover?
Why?
I'm just curious.
Dean, this isn't a very good angle, you know.
She's
That's
moving this
better.
shit about. I love it.
God. It's debatable.
What? So once, twice, 3 times a day, or does it depend on if you've got people round? Does it depend on if Dean's thrown food everywhere?
What's he been saying first?
He hasn't been saying anything. It's just my missus hoovers all the time.
Oh, okay, yeah, I hoover all the time. That's
Yeah,
fine
it's
then.
understandable. What sort of
lot.
floor do you have? Do you have
A lot.
carpets or wooden floors though?
Wooden floor, which is even worse. 'cause
Okay,
when
yeah,
you
it's worse.
Stand with no socks on, then you can feel every single.
Oh, who
bloody
the fuck
crumb
stands with
on
no
your
socks
foot.
on though? Are you a no
It's
socker?
disgusting.
Are you a no socker? You have to go around the house with socks on.
I got no socks on now. I got my slippers on.
Yeah, yeah, but you've got something on your feet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like we've got a rule in our house: have something on your feet. And the reason is because we've got little ones, and if they throw fucking food on the floor because they're little, they'll just pick it up and eat it. And if you've had your crusty foot on my floor, and then my kids are eating food, you can get fucked. So if you come in my house, it's either slippers or socks. I don't give a fuck, but you've got something on your feet.
What if you have guests and they have no socks on? Do you
Well, they
have
know how they
spare
got to my house, so they
slippers?
know how they can leave. They ain't coming in my house if you ain't got something on your fucking feet. And I'm not even joking. I have sent people home who have driven to my house to see me because they don't have anything on their feet. Standard. It's a rule of house. Like I'm not fucking about. If you're coming to my house, I don't want to see your toes. Why would anyone want to see your toes? What's that about?
Some toes are attractive. Do
Have
know
you got a
what?
foot
know,
fetish?
No,
Okay.
but you can go on Tinder and sell pictures of your feet.
How do you know anything about
People
Tinder?
will
You're in
give
a
you
loving
money.
relationship.
Everyone knows about Tinder. Oh, don't bullshit me. You've looked up people on Tinder.
I've 100% never been on Tinder. Hand on heart. Never
I've
been on Tinder.
Tinder because you've got to subscribe for people to be on Tinder. But
Do
people
you?
know that this is a thing. Apparently so.
I know nothing about Tinder. Nothing. I genuinely know nothing. I've never been on it. The closest thing to Tinder I know about is the Sidemen when they do their Tinder videos, when they like make girls.
The what?
The Sidemen do videos on Tinder where they make girls line up in a box, and then they have to, and then the guys will try and chat the girls up, and they have to either swipe left or right, and the girl picks which man she likes. It's a really weird video, but it's very funny.
Oh no, I'm on about OnlyFans, not Tinder. Oh fucking hell.
Oh,
I'm
OnlyFans.
about
Oh yeah, no,
I'm
I know about
about
OnlyFans, but again, I've never
I'm
been on
about
OnlyFans. I've
OnlyFans.
never been on OnlyFans.
No, I've never been on.
Are you tempted to sell pictures of your feet for money?
Why not?
I'm all over it. Like, go for it. If
would.
my
Why
missus was
not?
down, I would tell her to go do it. It's easy fucking money. There are freaks out there that will give you the money. Just get
Yeah.
it. It's free money.
Yeah, but of my feet and nothing else.
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
My feet,
Yeah, I mean, your feet are probably your best feature.
absolutely.
Yeah, they're not
I've
full of
got a
filler.
lovely toe.
What?
Have you heard this guy?
Your actual toes or your camel toe? Which bit would you show them?
I don't have a camel toe at all.
I need
He's
show-
the one with fucking weird toes. Have you seen his toes?
No, because I don't do toes.
Oh god, you're one of them.
Yeah, what do you mean you're one of them? Feet are weird. They're weird things. I went to go and see an
Explain why my
osteopath
toes are
today.
shit.
I went to go
well
and
done.
and that was great fun. And
Explain
at one
why my
point,
toes are shit.
he goes to me, he goes, "Oh, I'm gonna have to like massage your feet and get that moving and stuff." I was like, "Oh, I don't envy you." He was like, "Oh, well, I'm medical, aren't I? So I don't think anything of it anymore." I was like, "Fair play," but I could not go near people's feet. That's mental. My missus' feet, because she's my queen, but no one else's. Like, her feet are weird.
Do
Feet
you
are
call
just,
your missus your queen?
she is.
Oh,
she's my world.
Dean, have you heard? No. He called his missus.
Yeah, he calls it queen. You're my fucking nemesis.
Oh, oh, queen.
Queen, I know.
Do you call me your queen?
No, nemesis.
My
You don't
no,
know what
my
nemesis means, do you?
my missus is my world.
She's got a degree, right? She goes to uni. She doesn't know what nemesis means.
I don't know what nemesis means.
Just,
Not a very nice person.
Your enemy.
Yeah.
That was a good guess.
Wasn't it, I guess.
No, my missus is my world. She wanted a new car. She drives around in a 40 grand Mercedes. Like whatever she wants, she gets. Like she's my queen, absolutely, because she does everything for me. She makes me feel like a king, so she gets treated like a queen. She gave me the best gift in the world, which is my kids. She feeds me. She looks after me, so I make sure that the things that she needs, she has, no question. She's my queen. There's no question about that. And that's the way that's the way it works for us.
Educate Dean. Do you want to educate Dean?
Oh, don't you worry. I chat to Dean all the time. I don't know if he learns anything, but I chat to Dean all the time. But what are you learning? Because you've got a table next to Dean's computer. I can see it just over your shoulder. Are you studying to be an osteopath or a...
No, I inject like people's faces with filler and Botox.
That's what you're studying to do, training to do, or you currently do that?
Yeah, I'm trained in it.
So do you do your own lips?
No.
Why not?
I say? Because it's too technical. I couldn't. It's too technical to do my own.
What? Because it's hard looking in a mirror and getting it precise, or?
Yeah, and it's just it's too technical. I wouldn't trust myself to do it myself.
So there's this woman I know. I won't go into too many details because if anyone I know watches the podcast, they'll know exactly who I'm on about. But I've nicknamed her. I've nicknamed her Skeletor. Because she's got so many of these fucking fillers, you cannot see where her actual face is anymore, and she looks like Skeletor. So I can't say where I know her.
Like?
What?
What does she look like?
Skeletor.
What? I don't know who that is.
Okay. I don't know how Dean's got his computer set up, but I'll send an image. Hang on. I believe the viewers will know who Skeletor is, but I will bring it up for those of you that don't know what Skeletor looks like. And then I will send... Which image is good? I'll send this image over. So, the podcast, random images, save it to there, and then I will send it to you. That is Skeletor, and she looks like that with her cheekbones that high. And
surely she doesn't look like that. Come on.
Oh my god. Okay, I can't do it on the podcast because if, like I said, it could get me in trouble. I will send you a picture. I will send you a picture.
Yeah, you can just send it me now, and I'll never send. And that's that.
No, because my computer, well, I could do, I guess, but that's just more work for me. Actually, let me see if I can do that. What time is it on the recording?
Come on, up here for thinking.
I can't believe you just said that to me. Nemesis.
So, how come you live separately to your wife and kids?
Because I don't like noise.
Do you sleep on your do you literally sleep?
I sleep in my own.
Like in your own house?
Yeah.
Oh.
Occasionally, I'll sleep over there. She's got the £1,000 bed, and I've got the fucking 80 quid shitter in comparison.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, exactly. Let's see if I can find a fucking picture of Skeletor. But I cannot.
So have you bought that house as well? Like, are they both bought? You've bought two houses. That's bizarre.
We don't argue.
I bet I'd love it. I couldn't think of anything better. Oh, yeah.
Skeletor! And when she gets fillers done, it's so over the top. And then she's like, oh, but it goes down over time. It looks bad when you get it first done, and then it goes down. I'm just like, love, you look like a fucking... Yeah, it's horrific.
What does she do?
I don't want to say too much on here. I'll tell you later. But yeah, fillers and stuff are a bit of a funny one. Lucy, my missus, she wants to get her top lip done, and I would rather she didn't.
Tell her to come to me. I'll do it for her.
I'd rather she didn't.
Why?
I don't want her to mess with her face. Her face is what I fell in love with. So don't go and change it.
Yeah, but if it's going to boost her confidence, then why not?
Yeah, if she wants to get it done 100% for her to boost her confidence, that's great. But I'm just saying my preference is her natural face. She says that her top lip is a line, and I'm like, yeah, but I love your line. It's my line. Don't change the line. Don't move the line. We can't move the line. Don't touch the line. Leave the line. But no, she doesn't want the line. She wants a lip that looks like a bumhole.
A fuller line.
Yeah.
She wants a fuller line.
Yeah. Which, you know, she wants to get her tits done as well. That's fine.
And me.
Why do you want to get your tits done though?
Because I've got no tits.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we obviously because we've had kids. Naturally, they start to go south. So I think she wants to do it for that, just to feel a bit more comfortable.
Oh no, I don't even have that issue. They're non-existent.
I mean, you've got one massive tit behind you.
Oh, absolutely.
I love the fact that he can't hear at all, and he's going to have no idea the context of the conversation. You should just start saying really random shit, like chicken, and just see what... Because he won't have a clue. Right now, he's pretending to not pay attention, but he's secretly trying to work out what we're talking about.
Look, he's looking now. You see him in the corner of the
eye. His little brain, bless him.
I call him all the time, like, Dean, you got a fucking pea brain.
Yeah. I mean, you two are made for each other.
Why?
No reason. Look at your face.
You just insinuated that I had a pea brain.
I didn't say any such thing.
You absolutely did.
I didn't say that. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm looking this way, it's because the podcast camera is up here. And the camera.
I'm getting a bit anxious because I don't really know where I look. Sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, oh no, don't look at you. And then I look at you. Then I'm like,
no. So this is the camera that you're looking at me through, but the podcast camera is high quality and it's up here. So if you're wondering why I'm looking like this, it's because I've got multiple cameras.
So where do I look?
Wherever you want, love. Don't worry about it.
Where do you look?
A lot of the time I'm either looking at the podcast camera or I'm looking at the image of you on my screen.
Oh, that's nice.
No, it's not. I'm joking. You look lovely. You look amazing.
Your wife.
No, she's amazing. You do have amazing eyes though. Like the color of your eyes are amazing. Are they natural? Or are they like your lips and fake as fuck?
Oh, he's a fucking prick.
Are they natural eyes?
No, they are real. I don't think you can see them in this light though. You can't see them because it's very dark in here.
Well, I've got you on Instagram. I can bring you a picture of your eyes up.
Oh, okay. What picture?
Any picture on your Insta.
Yeah, they are very blue.
Let me see if I mean, that last picture of you and Dean that was posted.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know. I was like, fucking hell, Kate, your eyes. Yeah.
Do you mind if I show that picture? Is that okay?
No, crack on.
Yeah, you got very blue eyes there. Fair play to you. And you have you kids got your eyes or Dean's?
Mine, but then they're not as blue as mine. I think Dean.
Yeah.
Whose eyes are bluer, Cobain's or Ollie's?
Cobain's, I think.
Yeah, I think Cobain's got more eyes, but they're both blue. Yeah.
What? Both Cobain's eyes are blue, or both your kids' eyes are blue?
No, both Cobain and Ollie's eyes are blue.
Love that. All of their eyes are blue. I love that. How many eyes have they got?
It depends how many or pairs.
Right, okay.
They've got a pair of eyes, haven't they? But they've got
fucking love a good pair.
Oh.
Fair play to you.
Post this picture then, or
you are?
Are you posting this picture?
It's underneath.
No, it's not.
No, what, the picture of your own eyes on your own Instagram that you've seen?
Yeah, you said you were going to send them to me.
No, I said I'm going to bring that up on the stream on the podcast so they can see it.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I don't know if you know what's going on here, but down underneath with the camera that you're watching, I have lots of buttons that changes the view. So if people are watching it on YouTube, they can see. So when we're talking about things, I'm bringing it up on the screen.
People are watching it now.
Not right now, no, love.
Oh, that's
No,
okay.
this is recorded. And then later on, if there's anything that you would rather it wasn't in it, then it obviously gets edited out. But there's we haven't really said anything that shouldn't be in. So it's fine.
Excellent. Okay, brilliant. That's
Don't
fine.
panic. Why are you so scared of like he's going to check on Cobain?
Okay, good.
Why are you so scared about people seeing you? What's wrong with you?
This is a bit weird, isn't it?
Why?
It's a bit odd.
Everyone's on YouTube now.
Yeah, I know. It's the way forward, isn't it?
It is the way forward.
Absolutely.
Do you like Dean spending as much time as he does on his PC? Knowing that it's like he's making content, knowing that he's trying to get his name out there, which ultimately he's doing for the family, or does it piss you off?
It doesn't piss me off as much as it did. I don't know. Like sometimes, like, oh fucking hell, just give it a break and spend like an evening like with me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
I get that.
Other times I'm like, absolutely, it's fine because I'm knackered, so I'm going to bed.
Yeah, so it's funny you say that because like tonight, I said, Luce said to me, she goes, what's your plans? I said, well, I'm obviously at 7:00 I'll go and record the podcast with Dino. I said, after that, it's entirely up to you, love. If you want me to come over, we can watch a film, get some nice food, chill, vibe. It's entirely up to you, or I'll just play games all evening. And she said, well, actually, I'm due on. I'm feeling pretty shitty. I'd rather just go to bed. I was like, sound, not a problem.
Yeah.
But it's always her choice. So it will be her. If we're sitting on the sofa and we're having dinner or whatever, she'll say to me, oh, do you want a game tonight? I want an early night. Or if she says, I want to watch a film with you, my PC doesn't go on. So she's always in control of that.
But then do you go on after?
That entirely, again, depends on her. If she wants to go to bed and she wants to be there with me, not necessarily for naughties, but just because she wants me in her bed with her that night, then I'll stay. But if she wants me to go and play my PC, then I'll go and play my PC. The thing is I like doing both things. I like being on my PC, but I also like being with her. So for me, it's a win-win, regardless of what I'm doing. It's a win-win. I don't have I don't have a preference. She has a preference. I wind her up. So there'll be days where she'll be like, Dan, I'd rather do my jigsaw puzzle. You can fuck off. And I'm like, okay. And then she'll just sit there and do her jigsaw puzzles or whatever she wants to do.
Yeah.
But that works for us. I guess Dean just doesn't like spending time with you.
He's a fucking prick, isn't he?
But what's your hobby? You must have a hobby of some description.
No.
So what do you do when he's gaming? What do you do?
Watch TV.
And what are you watching
TV.
on shit TV?
Just shit TV, yeah.
So if you're trying to entice Dean to spend time with you and not be on his computer, do you not think you shouldn't watch shit TV? You should watch good TV to entice him more.
No, because it's not about doing something together. It's just being around one another, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Just their presence, like with you.
Have you tried taking your clothes
regardless of what?
Have you tried taking your clothes off? It's more inviting then. If he gets to see his queen walking around the house in the nutty.
I shouldn't
have to, but it makes it more interesting. Makes it more interesting.
Yeah, but tough titties, like I shouldn't have to do that.
I bet it would work.
Him in.
I bet it would work.
It shouldn't have to work, should it?
Shouldn't have to. In an ideal world, you're right. But I reckon you'd be onto a winner. I
know, but I'm not prepared to do that because it shouldn't have to be that way.
You're not prepared to sacrifice something for the greater good.
Well, no, because it's just saying, oh, okay, I'll spend time with you because you know what, I've just seen you naked. Not the fact that, okay, I'm going to spend time with you because I love you and because I want to.
Here's the thing. Lucy likes it.
Yeah, I got you now by the ankles, didn't I?
By the ankles. Lucy, right? She likes it if I don't have. Now I'm a big fatty. I'm not a good-looking fat man at all without my top on. I'm fully aware of this. But she likes it if I don't have my top on because she likes to attack me with tweezers. Are you one of those sort of girls?
Where?
On my back.
On your back hair? Dean doesn't have back hair.
But if he did,
He
would
said
you?
he just reached puberty.
I've seen his beard, love. If you
no.
if he did, would you attack him with tweezers?
No, I attack his grey hairs on his face.
I thought you were going to say his cock. Then the way
I've done that too.
what pulled the grey hairs out of his cock.
Yeah,
Love that.
it's love.
I mean, that is love.
It absolutely is.
Wow. I don't know what to say about that. Oh, bless him. He has no idea that we're sat here talking about his hairy cock.
I hate this. I do. I do not.
I
Like
told
this
you
one
he's
bit.
not going to be liking this one bit.
He loves it.
Ask him how
Yeah.
uncomfortable he is.
Do you feel uncomfortable, Dean?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it
I don't know what's
more?
going on.
I bet he's anxious
I'd like
because
to know what's going on.
he's going to be so anxious, right? Because I know he listens to the podcast when he's at work. So this one, I guarantee you, the second it's uploaded, he's going to be watching the shit out of it at work. Because he doesn't know what the context of what we're talking about. You right now, I'm going to say it quietly because he's trying to hear through the headphones.
Yeah, he definitely is.
You could literally just sort of say chicken cock and he'd be like, and in his brain, he's trying to work out the context and then just say something like cigars and just start saying random words. And he's sat there going, what the fuck are they talking about? But secretly, we're just playing with his brain. He's very small, but his brain.
Very P.
Yeah, tiny. You ever heard of a guy called Carl Pilkington?
No.
He's Ricky Gervais's mate, and he done a series called An Idiot Abroad, and he's basically
Oh yeah.
fucking dumb. That's what Pricey is. In our group of friends,
Absolutely.
Pricey is Carl Pilkington. Pricey is the one that we will bring subjects to just because we want to hear his fucking mental view on said subject.
And the worst part is though, is that he'll talk and come up with these big words, and the big words aren't in context.
No.
And we'll try and play.
No, and he doesn't even know, and that's why we're laughing.
Tries to make him sound good.
Yeah.
And then I correct him. He's like, no. I'm like, nah, Dean.
Yeah.
And correct him, but he's adamant he'll follow it through until the very end.
It's the
And he's
funniest
still definitely
thing
wrong.
because he thinks he's really intelligent, and that's what makes it
Absolutely.
really funny. That's what makes it really funny.
What's this? Fucking Dino roast, is it?
Yes, it is.
Fucking Saturday night Dino roast.
Yes.
Or it's something that he's read on Google or heard off YouTube
Oh,
or someone else.
he is the biggest conspiracy theorist. He loves a good old conspiracy theory, doesn't he? Like, you can send him off. You can say the smallest thing to him and it sets him off like crazy, and he'll just run off into that rabbit hole without a fucking clue, and then he'll spout shit out like it's a fact because he read it on Twitter.
Yeah, wow. Saying that, we were in town today talking about COVID or something, and he said, "Oh, have you heard about the vaccines?" Like, no, Dean, because I can't be asked. And he said, "Oh, wow, there's research out now that says that it doesn't reduce the spread." I was like, "Well, the vaccine isn't intended to reduce the spread. It's intended to reduce."
Death.
It's not there to reduce the transmission. It's saying I'm gonna have a flu jab, but that doesn't mean that you're not gonna have it. It just reduces the
effects
symptoms
of it.
that I could
Exactly.
potentially have. Yeah, he was having none of it.
He's an idiot. That's exactly what a flu vaccine. That's exactly what a vaccine is. It gives you a small dose of what the issue is, so your body can basically practice. Your white blood cells can learn how to kill it. So when you do get it, because you will still get it, your body is. Yeah. Oh, I've dealt with this before. I know what to do. So yeah, you're 100% correct, and Dean's a moron.
I know I am.
Yeah.
But at that point, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I do that all the time with him. You just nod and go, yeah, until he shuts up. Yeah, I do that.
Yeah. It's so much easier.
So that's what living with Dean is like.
Yeah.
I tell you one thing I would love to do one day. I would love to privately, without him knowing, message you, right, and be like, right, I want to come to your house and surprise him, like hide somewhere and just jump out at him. He would fucking shit himself. He's going to know that that's our plan, because he's going to watch his podcast back. However, he's never going to know when. So
exactly.
One day we'll have to organise that.
And you can see the squalor that he lives in.
I bet your house. I've seen your house. Your house is beautiful. He's done a walk.
Well, yeah, so the house is beautiful, but his living space, i.e. his wardrobe.
Yeah, I bet that shed
It's not so.
stinks sometimes as well.
So yes, and because I'm doing my bits in here as well, I've got to come in and make sure that it's clean.
Do you feel
Yeah,
the
it's
need to
disgusting.
explain the PC setup every time you come in there with a client?
Yeah.
Every time you come in, you have to go, we don't do Pornhub. My husband thinks he's famous, so he sits in front of this camera of an evening
Pretty
and
much.
masturbates in front of his
Yeah.
mates.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
They're pretty much. Yeah.
How do you
They're
feel
like,
about...
"Oh,
How do you...
he plays video games. I'm like, for fuck's sake, here we go.
How do you feel about Dean drinking his own piss once or twice?
So,
Look at him, he's so
Look
dumb.
at lasers.
it's just we trying to carry on.
Yeah. Yeah. What, on stream? Nah, not on stream. In the army I did, yeah. For a dare.
You didn't.
For a dare I did it in the army, yeah. Didn't do it on stream.
This is what I mean. He's just a twat.
I think I've started an argument in the making.
I don't even think it's funny though. I just think it's a bit weird. Why would you think that's funny, Dean, to do that? Just fucking people just think you're a fucking
What are
weirdo.
you on about?
Look at his little face.
I was in the army.
He was in the army.
It was a dare.
He definitely didn't do it on stream for charity.
It's just fucking weird.
Are you mad at that? Does that upset you?
You're marrying me.
Fucking weird. Like, why would you? It's not even funny. It's just weird. People don't find that shit funny. They just think, well, fucking weirdo.
There you go.
They do, babe.
There you go. That guy drank his own piss. What a
Legend.
Then they're like, actually, it's a bit fucking weird as well.
I think if he was to
And
do
the
that,
people who I say you are a legend are fucking weirdos.
I think if he
It's
was,
good to be weird.
yeah, you don't want to be normal. I think if he had done it for fun, then yes, it's weird. He did it for a good cause, for charity, which I think you know people do all sorts of weird shit. Shave one eyebrow, that's a bit weird, but people do it for
No,
charity.
I still think it's weird. I still think it's weird.
Well, even though it was for a good cause.
No, because there's an element of it that he just wants to do it to be funny, isn't it?
What, like when he
If-
snapped his glasses and threw a chair out of the window?
Yeah, that's just fucking.
No, that was fucking
me,
funny. That was
Yeah,
fucking
but
hilarious.
That's because you're just a bit odd, then, aren't you? Like if I was looking at that, like he's definitely doing that to make people laugh.
Yeah, but the throwing the chair out of the window was funny because the chair was pissing him off, and he just had enough. He'd had enough because one of the wheels was broken, so he kept falling forward. So he threw the
If
fucking.
I'm pissed off with something, though, I just put a to one side. I'll go on the internet and buy another one.
Yeah, but there's no that you're not making content. Like the content side is to throw it out the window.
I mean, but that's what I mean. It's
And
just for the laugh.
Him
isn't it? It's
snapping
just
his
for
glasses
someone
was fucking
laughing.
hilarious. He sat, but you don't see the funny side in any of.
No, I don't find that.
So
funny
what
at
do
all. I
you
just
find
think
funny?
it's-
What's funny for you?
Oh, what do I find funny, Dean?
What do you find funny?
Yeah, I don't find a lot funny. I'm quite dry.
Fucking hell, you're dry.
Do you call it dry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a bone.
So what makes you laugh? Do you like stand-up comedy?
No, I think they're stupid. But the only what's a man I find funny? I don't find all the comedians funny because I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? What's the one man that I find
Lee Evans.
funny? No.
Tom
Yeah, you
Segura,
hate Evans.
Bert Kreischer.
Who does the wheel man?
The wheel.
Yeah, you know the wheel.
Wheel of Fortune.
Paddy
Mac-
McGuinness.
No, Mackin.
Oh, Michael
Yeah,
McIntyre.
yeah.
Michael
Yeah,
McIntyre.
he's
So,
funny.
do you know why you find him funny? And this is going to
'Cause
sound
he's really dry.
incredibly insulting, but I don't mean it that way. His comedy is so very simple. Like, anyone can understand his comedy. But if you watch Tom
No.
Segura, his comedy is so technical. Sometimes I watch it and then I'm like, I don't get it. And then it takes me a while for my brain to understand and comprehend the joke. And then I find it funny. But Michael McIntyre is a very simple comedian to understand. That's why he got so famous, because he was funny for the masses, not in like a niche group
But
of
he's
people.
still funny now.
Yeah.
I
He's
find him
amusing.
funny,
I wouldn't
though.
say he's funny. He's amusing.
I think he's funny. I think some of the stuff he comes out with, I'm like, yeah, you're fucking right.
Like
But he
what?
just makes it funny. Like, I don't know. Don't ask me these kind of questions. Like,
I think.
I just think he's funny.
Okay. So you do laugh at you laugh at very basic, simple family humor, like him, Lee Evans. That's that style of humor where you're laughing at your family.
Not Lee Evans, and like it inappropriate jokes maybe, like a very inappropriate at work.
Go on, then tell me an inappropriate
When we
joke.
should, I can't because if people are like listening in,
I can take it out.
Patience.
Yeah. Funny in anything. I'll tell you an inappropriate joke.
Inappropriate jokes.
Do you want an inappropriate joke?
Go on then.
Right. So there's like an Ofstedy type person doing an audit on a hospital, right? And the nurse is walking around. And she looks into one of the rooms and she sees a nurse tossing off one of the patients, giving him a proper good fucking wanking, right? And she was like, what the fuck is that about? And she was like, oh, there's a rare ball condition, you know, he has to wank every 10 minutes. Otherwise, you know, it could kill him. So we're doing it for him until we work out an antidote. She's like, oh, right, okay. And they carry on walking. And she looks in another room and there's a nurse fucking like deep throating, sucking this bloke off, like proper sucking his dick. She's like, what the fuck is that about then? She went, he's with Booper. Which is the private healthcare people.
Yeah. Oh, so he's paying someone to give him a blowjob. I don't really find that funny.
Simple.
I'm like,
okay,
oh.
so because you had to think about it, it wasn't funny. But if it was a simple joke where you didn't have to think, you would have found it funny.
I don't know. I don't always get jokes. I don't know.
I think we found the source of the problem, haven't we, love?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you have to think too much, you're not happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well done.
Starting to understand. What colour hair have you got naturally?
This is my natural hair.
Wow. I'm genuinely surprised.
Why?
I'm just surprised.
Why?
I don't know. I just thought you'd have a lighter coloured hair.
So you're speculating because I've had my lips and I'm going to dye my hair as well?
No. I'm just surprised. You know, you just said you don't like to think. What colour hair do people have if they don't like to think? Normally, it's normally blonde.
Oh.
See, any joke where you have to think and you are not on board. You are not on board.
No, these are just sly jokes. These aren't actual jokes. These are just insult. These are like jokes that are going to give me an insult.
Well, yeah, they're the funniest kind, offensive ones. Don't you find?
Absolutely.
But
I get it all the time. I don't find them funny anymore because I get it all the time at work. So I'm kind of desensitized to this kind of
you
thing.
get it at work, like comedy at work. You don't get it at work, but
oh no,
that could have been completely different. So people take the mick out of you at work for being.
I don't know, like a bit scatty.
That's a great word for it. That is a great. Like
Kitta says scatty. Like, I'm a good nurse and I'm really good at my job and I'm really good at what I do.
Do you tell yourself that, or do other people tell you that?
Everyone tells me that.
Okay.
I don't need to tell that. I know I'm a good nurse.
Kind of like when I was at sports day, but because I was fat and I've got a heart problem and I would always lose every race, but they'd go, "You done really well." That sort of.
Oh no, that's just patronising, isn't it? Because let's face it, you're fat and you did shit.
Yeah, you're right. You've nailed it there. So, I want to give Dean the headset. I want to see what Dean has to say.
About what?
I just want to ask him something.
Dean, he wants to ask you something.
Uh-oh. Oh, welcome back.
She's a bright spark. I love her.
Is it raining?
She isn't she?
What did she say?
Nothing. Don't tell her. No, I didn't.
Look at him.
What did he say?
Not nice, is it?
I said you're lovely.
He said I'm lovely.
Said you're lovely.
What did he
Right.
say?
Said you're a bright spark.
You what?
You're a bright spark.
I am.
Fuck it.
Really bright. You're
Being sarcastic.
No.
That's what I have to deal with.
Me.
Yeah. You said, "Oh, what's the colour of your hair?" Oh, I thought it would be lighter.
I
Fucking
love
hell.
Dean so much. Look at him. It's been fun talking to you. I should get Lucy on here. I reckon if I let you and
Right,
Lucy
you two gonna
talk.
round up 'cause she needs to go to the kitchen and cook me dinner.
We're talking.
If I let you and Lucy chat,
Tell her to get in the kitchen, Spacker.
I can't do that. She would.
Shut up. We're in mid-conversation, Dean. Stop
All right.
this.
If
Okay, carry
if you and Lucy was to sit and have a conversation, and I sat in the background and Dean sat in the background, I think we'd shit ourselves.
Probably. Yeah.
I would be scared.
You just hear like certain words and you're like, oh shit, what they're talking about.
Like Dean's been doing this whole time, bless him.
I think we've been quite nice to Dean, apart from calling him a peaberry.
You called him a Well, I said he was simple.
You did as well.
Yeah, I
Don't
guess.
blame me.
Well, he's gonna watch it anyway. He's gonna know.
And that his wardrobe is a shit state.
You need to send me a picture of that as soon as you go indoors before you cook his dinner.
Actually, no, I can't, because it's only a couple of days ago that I found a massive pile of your washing, didn't I? I was like, what the fuck is that, Dean? I've just put a wash load on, and he was like, it's from my wardrobe, and then I went
Love
mad.
it. Well, we've gone over the hour, and we only normally record for an hour, so I'm going to have to stop at some point. So it's been lovely speaking with you.
Yeah, you too.
And may I speak with your other half for 2 minutes to end with him?
I think he wants to end it with you, Dean.
Okay, that's fine. I'm
End
gonna have
it.
to give her a piggyback back. So elevator music again.
You give her a bit. I'll play
Say your
some
voice.
music while you give her a piggyback back.
Say your goodbyes.
Bye.
Bye. She just
Bye.
spoke into the headphones. Did you just speak into the headphones?
Pea brain. Pea brain.
She just spent the last 10 minutes telling me how clever she is.
You're gonna cut all this out, yeah?
Nope.
Cut all it out.
No.
I need to get my dressing gown.
Nothing.
Oh, yeah,
none.
just the
I'm
one you're
cutting
doing now,
nothing
you'll
out.
Skip it.
Nope.
The power of editing.
He said that he's not fit like this girl. I think.
What her? She's fit.
You know, well, he doesn't think so.
Really? She's hot, Spacker.
No.
Yeah.
There's parts of her that aren't nice, but there's parts of her that aren't.
She looks like Raina. Are you ready? Ready? There's rain in mine. We've got run.
Wait, fucking hell, my ass is hanging out.
Ready? Got me quick.
She's left her phone. She's left her phone. You can see it on the seat right there. He's going to have to... He's going to see it. He just broke it. He just broke it.
Hey, Spacker, can you hear me?
You just broke her phone, by the way, because you just sat on it.
Yeah, I did see it when I come out, but I didn't sit on it.
She's
Let's have a look at her messages, shall we?
she's a
Who's
Right.
that? Spacco? Dick pics.
she's a bright spark, isn't she? Eh? Bless her.
Oh, shit. Say again?
She's a bright spark, isn't she?
Oh, mate, she's something else, isn't she?
She's lovely. She is lovely.
Yeah, she's good in small doses, for sure.
She she can't text you to tell you that she's lost her phone, and she can't walk across the grass in her slippers. So right now she's probably screwing.
Probably.
Bless her.
No,
How-
she's in the kitchen making our food now.
How was that for you?
I'll tell you what, I was fucking, like, I couldn't hear nothing, so I don't know what was being, all I heard was negative things about me, and I was like, oh, things I already know about myself, and I don't need to be reminded. So it was just sat there like, like,
So
but
much
I
fun.
thought it's gonna be good to watch. I'm looking forward to watching it.
She was like, "Oh, we can edit all this out, can't we?" I'm just like, "Yeah, of course we can." No.
No. She's very gullible.
Oh, isn't she just? She's.
Oh, right.
I really didn't want to insult her, but at the same time, I really wanted to insult her.
She's very gullible.
When I was like, I thought
No
your
one's
hair,
perfect though.
I thought your hair would be lighter. Oh, why would you think that? Don't know. I was implying that, you know, the stereotype,
as
the
well.
stereotype of
So,
like blonde people
what I'm
being.
interested. Yeah. I was interested to hear what you. I didn't quite hear what you said, but she said Michael McIntyre about the humor. What was you saying about Michael McIntyre? Why? I heard why you like him.
Because his
That's what I heard.
comedy is so simple. Like anyone can understand his comedy. So
yeah.
the masses. So he's intelligent. His comedy is for everyone to understand. Whereas if you watch someone like Tom Segura, his comedy is so clever. Not everyone likes his comedy because you have to genuinely think about the joke, and you may not be educated. If he's talking about history, for instance, you may not have studied it, so you don't actually get the joke. So there's dry spots. But Michael's jokes are all about my wife said this, da 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 da, and everyone, it's just simple for everyone.
Relatable, yeah.
So she likes simple comedy.
Yeah, because funny enough, she's quite simple.
She is. She is adorable, though.
Oh yeah, she's lovely. Yeah.
And she has got the most fuck me eyes I have ever seen. Her eyes are incredible. I said to her,
that's what I fell in love with her. Like genuinely, that was her eyes.
It's so funny though because she didn't cotton on to half the shit I was saying. I was like, "You got beautiful eyes. Shame about the rest of you, but you got stunning eyes." And she was like, "Oh, thanks." No, I could have a lot of fun if we ever met up in real life. I think I would spend the day complimenting her, but at the same time being mean, and I don't think she'd ever cotton on. I would have so much fun doing that.
Yeah, she is. She's good. She's a good one. In small doses.
Is she gonna watch this back? Because if she's gonna watch,
she might do.
Okay,
she might do.
Well, I think
that's the first time she sat in this chair, wore these headphones, and actually spoke through this mic. Hence why she went like that.
Oh, that's got to be a TikTok. That's got to be a TikTok.
Yeah.
I was like, did you just say goodbye?
There's got to be a lot of TikTok clips on this one, I think.
You need to do more of those. You're slacking on the old TikTok.
I slacked on this. I slacked on the last one, and I'll tell you why after the. Well, I can tell you now. I just didn't like the last one for some reason. I just didn't like the last one at all. I can't remember full detail, but I just didn't like how I was speaking, how I was, just everything. I was getting pissed off with my own voice. That's how much I hated it. Genuinely, I hated it. I was like, "Fucking shut the fuck up."
What? Because you were saying dumb shit, or
no? Just the way I was speaking, man. I was like, "You really are a fucking twat, aren't you?"
I love that. Yeah. Well, it wasn't you speaking in this one, so I never watch them back.
See, I do, and I just didn't like the last one.
I think because I edit them, I've seen it, so I don't need to. Yeah.
You've seen it because you edit it and put these things in there, the little pop-up things. Like now, for example, you could do like little pop-up now. Please subscribe and like and click the notification
and do all that shit, or just.
I love that noise when it goes.
Yeah, it's a good noise. It's a good noise. I found out that was the problem with the renders. Every time I put that in, it causes the render an issue, but I found a way around it, so it's not the end of the world.
You're a clever clogs.
Look through Instagram because I'll need a picture that she approves of. And
I'll give you her one sleeping tonight without knowing.
That would be amazing, and I would fucking use it. You know I would. Right, bro. You go and eat your dinner. I'm gonna go and play some games.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some food now, chill, and see where the night brings us.
Hell yeah! All right, buddy. A big love, and I'll see you soon.
Yeah. Cheers, mate. Hope you had a good laugh. Bye. I'm gonna throw my fucking window out the chair in a minute. What the fuck?